Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Blackrue investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe it was Blackrue investing. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifesting, so we binge on our Blackrue investing. Best believe it was Blackrue investing. Got course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that Blackrue investing. Best believe it was Blackrue investing.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me know there's no sound. There should be sound now. Okay, let me make sure there's so. Okay, sound is good now. So let's go back over that. Thank God you guys just tell me that. Okay, so I'm here. I wanted to let you guys know about Constellation and why it is really, really a great coin to deal with. Like I said, they have a conference going on right now, and it's been bullish throughout, like leading up into the conference. And I think it's going to be bullish after the conference. They have so much going on with this conference that the conference is literally going to run from right now to like 9 p.m. 9 p.m. at night. So they're literally more than just a coin themselves. They have a exchange, Lattice Exchange, where they bring all of this together. Now you can kind of think of them like a Polkadot, right? Because they have layer zero technology. And since they have this layer zero technology, they have a whole bunch of companies that they launched through a launch pad. And they've launched to date like 6 or 7 companies already. All right. And let me just make sure over here. I know my sound should be coming through. Okay, perfect. Okay, so so really understand that these guys, Constellation, they're so connected that they have U.S. government contracts, guys. So if I just go bring them up, they have U.S. government, U.S. Air Force contracts already on tow right now. So if we come over here and look, federal, and we go down here, we'll see as it loads. Bear with me. Okay, there we go. U.S. Air Force letter of support. And if we go even lower, U.S. Secretary of Defense letter of support. So these guys are connected like that. Okay. Now they're already partnered with LCX, which you know LCX, they have connections to the World Economic Forum. If we come over here and look, Monty Mesker, CEO at LCX. And then we go down a little bit lower. Member World Economic Forum. And I know different people might have different views about that, but needless to say, that means they have really deep pockets behind them, right? So just note that they have really deep pockets. Let me close this guy right quick. So just note they have really deep pockets behind them, right? So let me see, make sure. Some questions. Okay. What's up, Daryl Calhoun? What's up, DT? And again, they got this conference going on right here, and you can go on to their Twitter, find out about the conference, and register for free. It's a free conference. So, but I'll be giving some live streams about their conference, so we can kind of go over it live, and then like and offer some stuff after the show here. But really, let's kind of get familiar with them and understand who they are. So again, so let's go back to LCX here, and we can go directly into the LCX partnership with these guys. So we're going to go to LCX, and we're going to go just to their ecosystem. And really, this can help you learn a little bit about LCX as well, because these guys are an exchange similar to Coinbase, but again, they got that LCX, they have that World Economic Forum money behind them. And if you come over here to their ecosystem, you'll see all their partners, among them Celo, Animoca Brands, Chainlink, Hedera, Parity Technologies, which is Polkadot. And we click inside here, and we get a Constellation right here. And guys, also, I want you guys also to come over, and you guys can come check me out here on Rockfin. You come over to Rockfin and you click on crypto. I'm one of the first ones here. You can see right here. And my stuff over here on Rockfin, oops, didn't mean to play that. Wanted to actually go to my channel. Let's do it this way. Stuff over here on Rockfin is more like esoteric based stuff that you can't put on YouTube. So check that stuff out here on Rockfin. Like we go into like bullish and bearish, what do they really represent? Saturn worship intertwined with crypto. We get deep with it. So yeah, definitely come check me out on Rockfin. But yeah, back to LCX's partnership with Constellation. Now, it makes sense, right? The World Economic Forum partnering with a blockchain that's so big and so powerful that they can actually have connections with the U.S. government and the U.S. military just totally makes sense, right? So, basically now it's like, okay, these guys have shook hands and bent the knee with the World Economic Forum. So LCX will provide legal assistance and legal framework for L L0 tokens. Now L0 is their layer zero tokens. Remember I said these guys are like a polygon, right? And that polygon has this substrate, they call it substrate. So when they build a blockchain, they build it on substrate. So the thing to understand about layer zero is like once you build a project on that, it's like its own layer one. Okay, so in a sense that also makes it kind of more multi-platform because now you built it on layer zero. Now it's its own layer one. It can communicate with all the layer zeros and all the additional chains that have been built on that layer zero. So that's a very, very cool thing. So LCX is going to provide them with the legal framework already developed for that. So again, this goes into who LCX is and being a member of the World Economic Forum. They're kind of making the rules for crypto over in Europe. So, and we can get into that a little bit more, but definitely come over to my channel. Darkhorsewatcher.com is my channel, and you guys can literally get a lot of videos on LCX. I can't go so deep into it; it'll take us too long. But yeah, if you come over to my channel, I have an LCX playlist, and then these guys, you can learn all about LCX. But the main thing to note there is that LCX is kind of leading the charge when it comes to crypto regulation in Europe. So if Constellation has shook hands with these guys, they're now saying, okay, the way, if you've paid the legal framework for us, that now paves the way for legal framework over in Europe for anything that we want to do over in Europe with our coin, because we've already have a partnership set up with the U.S. government. Now you pave the way for us in Europe. Big things there can happen, right? Okay, so we got into their partnership a little bit with LCX. Now let's get back to their Lattice exchange. Again, remember that there's like a layer zero technology. So building all of these blockchains onto the layer zero, all of these guys are going to be able to communicate, and all these guys will have like DAG as their native token, which helps the intercommunication, but they'll also have their own token. Okay, and like the one that's speaking at this summit right now is Alchemy, and I think we lost their live. Okay, okay, somebody else is speaking at this moment, but so Alchemy, I really like Alchemy because they want to revolutionize ads. So a lot of things that you guys don't know about ads, and I know it's like people think it's like a conspiracy or a rumor thing, but there are tons and tons of bots on these sites like Twitter, um, even Google, even like YouTube, and that's if we come over here and look at Elon's page, that's kind of one of the things that came up with Elon when he wanted to purchase Twitter. He wanted to know how many real accounts there were. Okay. Now, people in the know, they know this. People that are high up that want to purchase ads, they know this. So they're like, look, I'm not going to pay for ads for people that are bots. I want my ad to go for 100% real people. But if you got 25% bots, 50% bots, 70% bots, then my ad's only going to see 30% of the people on your platform. So that's why it's been a big thing with Elon and Twitter. He wants to know how many bots there are. And if we can go back, I don't think we have to go too far back here. We'll see a post from him where he's like, okay, they're trying to take me to court, but if they take me to court, they really have to tell me how many bots there are. I don't think we have to go back too far. We're almost there. Okay, it's right after this Chuck Norris post. Okay. So, they said I couldn't buy Twitter. They wouldn't disclose bot info. Now they want to force me to buy Twitter in court. Now they have to disclose the bot info. Now, very interesting thing that you guys can come and watch here on YouTube. Let me see if it'll just, if I can find it easily. Let's say ASU. Nope. Okay. So DAG has a little post they have on YouTube here. Let me see if I can find it easy. Issue Constellation. Hopefully this might. Oh, yeah! Okay, this is it. I also do a video on this on my site, so it might be easier than you guys watching the entire video here, right here. But you know, it's up to you. But anyway, their like CTO on here says that the reason that they liked Alchemy is because Alchemy's revolutionizing advertising, and that there's as many as 70% bots on things like Twitter and Facebook. 70%. So that's just crazy to think about. But that's the reason why Elon's like, okay, tell me how many bots you have, because I want to know that when I sell ads, that I'm not selling them to people and they're going to get 80% bots, because they're only going to pay me for the 20% of people that they're going to see. Okay. And this company, Alchemy, they want to kind of revolutionize that, and they're kind of going to have an ad exchange. They're going to pay people not to advertise certain things. So it's a very interesting type of deal here with Alchemy. And let's just visit their website right quick. And I'll come out and see if there are any questions. A referral code for the exchange. No, it's not that type of exchange. It's one of these like it's an exchange that works for their internal kind of exchange network. It's not like, oh, a referral code for LCX. I don't know if I'll get back to you on that, Daniel. I don't know if I have a referral code for LCX. I don't know if they do that, but yeah, you can use LCX over here in America. I do have an exchange for these guys. So I'll have to actually definitely check that out and see if they have a referral code. I could be missing out on something there. You're right. But yeah, LCX, you can use this exchange in America, and they have like really good people on their exchange, like DAG, like I think they have Algorand, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the big ones. So yeah, let me get back to you on that. I'll post it in the chat if there's an actual referral code I can give you. Thank you. That's really I really appreciate you asking for that. But yeah, so back to these guys and the Lattice Exchange. So yeah, this company wants to flip advertising. Now, this one that they have, they want to kind of do like prop bets. And they literally, it's called Double Dice. You can literally on their platform almost prop bet anything. I was looking on there today. They were trying to do like prop bets for like, okay, which one's going to be the best which one's going to be the best company that comes up and offers pitches an idea in today's conference. So, so they already have their prop bet system working. I don't know why I can't. Trying to get in there now, but it's giving me some type of bad message here. Okay, here we go. So, and then they're asking about the price after. Let's go to bet list. So here, they got prop bets for midterm elections. They have prop bets for the pitch winner that I was telling you guys about. They got prop bets for Bitcoin price at the end of August. All these different prop bets. So it's almost like a prop bet casino, if you will. So double dice, the possibilities of that are endless. I think Polkadot had something like this too. It's like I'm not gonna be able to remember it, but yeah. So this is double dice. They got tons of prop betting. I like Alchemy personally because I don't really gamble like that, but people do. So and no shade on gamblers there because one of my best friends he really kind of put himself through college like doing like Texas Hold'em poker, and he was good at it. So you know. Um, so we did double dice, we did alchemy, we talked about Constellation and their relationship with LCX. Let's look at GeoJam. So GeoJam wants to be kind of a social platform that generates meaningful fan engagement with A-list talent. And they already had the still fine Mariah Carey on their system. You can see also Machine Gun Kelly, who got killed by Detroit's own Eminem in multiple tracks, and Nija Huston. I'm not sure, familiar with her, but I'm familiar with the other two. So a lot of people are trying to do um, kind of change fan engagement, and the reason they're trying to do that is because YouTube, the way YouTube is right now, they take tons and tons of money from content creators, and they don't really give you anything. Like that's why things in places like Rockfin have popped up now. Things like Rumble, Truth Social. What's another one? Oh, I'm probably gonna be able to forget it. Okay, Rumble, True Social. Yeah, so that's why things like this have popped up. And the thing about Rockfin is that they actually pay you in crypto. But that's a whole nother subject. But that's why things like Rockfin and stuff have popped up, and that's why you got something like this GeoJams, which it seems like I can't reach it for some reason. That's weird. Let me see here. Let me try that one more time. Okay, it looks like I'm just not gonna be able to reach it, but they have another one called Token, which is also trying to change like a fan creation type of deal. Where is Token here? Token events closes the gaps in relationships between artists, musicians, and event managers by removing inconsistencies in the process currently created by middlemen and ticket scalpers and third-party vendors. So a little bit of a different spin on this. GeoJams is more for social platforms, like I just showed you, Rockfin, YouTube, right? And bringing more of the content and the profits back to the content creator. This guy is more about events and middle management between event people, because artists, if they have to go to an event, they have to set that, the agent has to set it up, they have to pay them a certain amount for renting it out, and then you gotta say, okay, now what are tickets prices gonna be, because we gotta pay for the event, we gotta pay for renting the chairs, all this type of stuff, concessions. So with event tokens, it seems like it wants to close the gap between all of that. Pretty cool looking website. So venues, okay. Token Events mutually supports event venues, allowing venue managers to further reward fans for their engagement throughout the entire process. By delivering real-time data, we enable venues, vendors, and partners to better serve their customers and deliver VIP experience fans deserve. Fan distributed ledger technology ensures fairness and accurate analysis of fan behavior, while the token events ecosystem ensures a total overview of key responsibilities, including staff, security, merchandising, and hospitality performance. So, very, very cool there. Yes, man. So it's just like all of this stuff is connected to DAG, and we've only done what, 4 of them, and the best one is yet to come, guys. I was doing some surfing. Let me see if there are any questions before I go over this next guy. What's up? Okay, Daryl Calhoun. Yep, I'm gonna have to check for that referral code. So this one I discovered when I signed up for this event. Again, guys, they're doing a live event here. Where is it? Right here. So they're doing a live event. They're talking, a company that I haven't heard of right now is talking. So Sylvana or something like that. But they had this company called Jennyco. Where is it? Jennyco. Own your health. Control, monetize, and gain insights from your health data. Follow us on Telegram. So these guys are doing blockchain health data. Okay? Now, let's go to their website. It's going to be a quick little video. And I already did kind of a little video on this, but I'm going to give this to you guys so you don't have to really go hunting for the video. Let's just do it live. So this is very interesting. Let's take a look at this video right here. Hold on, it's on mute. Now, you guys know healthcare is one of the most big industries in the entire world, right? Now, they're trying to do bringing healthcare data to us and pay us for our healthcare data. Now, understand there's a good and a bad to that, but we'll get into that as we listen to this video, okay? All right, I'm gonna unmute this one. We're gonna move it back to here.
On a daily basis,
Okay. I'm gonna make a little commentary while it's saying what it's saying.
1/3 of the world's generated data, roughly 400 exabytes, is healthcare based.
So 1/3 of the world's data is healthcare based, and we'll speed this up a little bit so it doesn't run so slowly. Okay. Boom.
Jennyco, we believe in 2 core principles. 1, that every user should benefit from their health data. And 2, that everyone should have full control over this data. So how can users benefit from their own health data? They can gain...
Okay, so this is the reason why this is a thing is because you know how Google does us and Facebook does us. Like, even though we get on the site for free, they sell our data. So, and that's been a big thing for a while now. But now it's like, okay, healthcare data. That's one of the biggest things now. Now, maybe you guys don't know, with this 23andMe and this Ancestry.com, besides you getting to know if you're like a third Italian or, like 2% like Tibetan or whatever, um, they have use of your genome now. They have use of your DNA, and they can use it for whatever they want. Of course, there's some HIPAA rules or whatever, but they're probably ones that that know people that wrote the rules. So, needless to say, they now have your DNA and they can do what they want with it. But let's listen on here.
Personalized health insights, and they can expect financial compensation for leasing it to entities that wish to analyze it. What does it mean to control your own health data? It means each user should be able to securely store, delete, or lease their data to businesses wishing to analyze it.
So this gives you the power to say, okay, I got my healthcare data and I can not give it, I can be compensated for it and lease it to a company that wants to know healthcare data. It's like, think about it. Most of these companies in the U.S., they probably, they do these control studies. They have to have someone call someone. They have to have, they have to then show up, and then they have to give them a check for it. There's a long and drawn out process for it. So instead of doing that, Jennyco is saying, okay, you give us the data, we'll pay you for it up front, and now we have a whole ledger and database of healthcare data that we can just lease out to people as they want it. So they're really cutting costs by having you bring the data to them and paying you for it, and then now they lease it out with your permission. And now that cuts off the cost of having someone have to do cold calls to call someone for a health study, or someone having to go to a college and like tape up and staple up flyers for people to hopefully call in, and they got to pay the person who's taking the call in part. It takes out a lot of those middle steps.
How does Jennyco do this? We pay users to upload their data, and then we make sense of it. Users can upload their data in exchange for true personalized health, wellness, and product recommendations. Jennyco's customized mobile application and reports can tell users the best foods to eat, what cream to buy for their skin, what exercises to do, how much sleep they need.
So they're gonna do this by AI, and if I don't know if you guys know about AI or artificial intelligence, but basically there's nothing hard to artificial intelligence. I mean, it is hard to program, but the concept behind it is not hard. Artificial intelligence works just like a baby, right? Whatever you input into the baby is what the baby's going to learn. If you don't input anything extra, the baby's not going to learn that. Hence, like, okay, if a baby's only learned English, right? If it's only getting fed English, it's only going to learn English as a language. But if it's being fed English, Spanish, and French, then it's going to learn 3 languages. And it's well known that babies are the ones that can learn languages the most quick, because the baby's just like a sponge. It takes in all the knowledge, or all the things, like there's no biases there. It's just taking in all the knowledge and inhaling it, and just like doing whatever it needs to do to figure out, okay, this is a word, that is a word. Okay, I'm crawling, I'm walking now. There's no bias on a baby taking in knowledge. So that's why they can learn it the fastest. Hence, AI, if you're feeding in all these medical records to the AI, it can now know, okay, this person that's, say, black and 40-ish, they do this, they do that with their diet. So now I know, okay, any person that's like this age, in this type of region or whatever, this is the food they need to eat. This is the face cream they need to eat. And of course, in a sense, you're being marketed to, because people like skincare. People want their skin and face to look well. People want their health. They want their bodies to look well. So you are being marketed to in a sense here, but these are things that mean a lot to people and could help people. So moving on.
And more. Insurance companies have estimated that all healthcare outcomes are 40% generated by genetics and 60% by lifestyle, nutrition, smoking, exercise, etc. Another big benefit to users will be personalized drug recommendations. Medical doctors will be available via telemed to assist users in prescribing the types of drugs that may have better outcomes for them based on their health record and genetic data.
So it's interesting that they show a black person here and that they used a black person to like it's going to suggest meds for the black person. And this is just how things work, right? As a minority, the majority are the people that they kind of pull for these things. Like, if any of you guys ever heard of body mass index (BMI), those BMI figures are absolutely wrong for black people. They don't work for black people at all. Like, as far as like how many calories you're supposed to intake, what type of food you're supposed to eat, our bodies don't work with that whole body mass index. It just doesn't work, and it doesn't work for some other cultures as well. It's where and some for some white people it actually doesn't work for them either, because depending on their heritage they might not fit the BMI index. Now, fast forward, you could include in an AI that's taking in data for all these different people. Now they can suggest better drugs for you to take. Now they can suggest a better BMI for foods that you can eat, calories that you intake, stuff like that. And it just happens that it works this way because, and that it happens so that it failed, the BMIs have failed us because the people that they polled the most just happen to be of a Caucasian persuasion. Like, imagine, like, with this thing is going to be worldwide. So imagine like taking in data for someone, like take the most obscure type of culture that you can find, like maybe like Tibetan people. Like, how many Tibetan people are you going to get in a study here in America? Like, how many people are you going to get for that? But here you're more likely to get a wider range of people because the internet, the web is global. So that's that.
Users may also participate in paid studies and share outcome data for things like cancer treatments that can improve overall public health. The massive popularity of direct-to-consumer DNA and lab testing companies like 23andMe, Ancestry.com, LabCorp, and more proves that consumers are hungry for information on their own genetics and biomarkers and the valuable insights that can be uncovered about their personalized.
Now, understand this. It proves that users are hungry for this, but understand these 23andMe and Ancestry.com, these people aren't just doing this to get the little $100 or the $150 that you send them to find out if you're, hey, I'm 2% Italian. They're doing something with that genomic data. They are doing something with it. 23andMe, I think that's owned by Richard Branson. My man's getting up there in age. Who knows? Maybe he's trying to get something so he can expand his telomeres, be a little bit older. Who knows what they're doing with this data? But they're obviously making a bigger profit on the data than just the $100 test or whatever they send you. So just know that, guys. This is like a marketing tactic. Like, make it seem like they're giving you something, but really you're the one giving them something. Just like Google, Facebook, like they're giving you the thing to communicate with people that you couldn't normally communicate with, but you're giving them all your data, which they can sell to companies at huge amounts of money, right? So understand when you do this 23andMe thing, these Ancestry.com things, LabCorp things, you're giving away your data, which they are going to use for something. Who knows what? And we can see that it's profitable because Jennyco is also asking you for your thing, but at least they're telling you and they're gonna like give you money up front for giving it to them. At least they're doing that. But the fact that they're giving you money, that shows just how profitable it is. They're giving you money to give it to them, and they're going to sell it for another profit. But anyways, let's keep going.
Health and wellness. It is well known that users are much more likely to change their behavior, particularly around nutrition, if given scientifically validated information. Not only are the insights gained from genetic and biomarker data valuable to consumers, but corporations are willing to pay a high price for this information. According to a 2019-2020 study by E&Y, McKinsey, and Trillion Health, a health record including genomic and electronic health record data is worth anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 per patient.
So at least they're being a little bit upfront for you. Genomic data per patient is $1,000 to $5,000 in value per patient. So understand that when you're giving that to 23andMe, you're giving out your genomic data on your genome, on your DNA or whatever, and they're selling that for $1,000 to $5,000 of profit, and they're charging you $150 for you to get the test. Crazy. But anyways.
Clearly, a new monetization, ownership, and insight model is needed for personal healthcare data that is trustless, transparent, and benefits both the contributor and the corporate user. With Jennyco's new patent-pending Web 3.0 exchange platform, not only do contributors gain valuable insights about things they can do to improve their health and nutrition, but they can also earn additional cryptocurrency rewards along the way. Jennyco also offers a mobile app/messaging service and wallet to collect and share curated wellness information, real-time sensor IoT data, digital monetization, and consumer lifestyle recommendations. A truly immersive experience. To get started, Jennyco contributors can easily upload their genetic or other biomarker data, add data from the Apple Health app, fill out questionnaires, order various at-home test kits, and more.
Order at-home test kits. So they're going to send you something like 23andMe. You do whatever you need to do with it, and now they have your genomic data.
Its blockchain platform offers ultimate decentralized data privacy and HIPAA compliance, and uses AI and machine learning algorithms to grind through the data and present precision outcomes and insights matching user requests.
That HIPAA compliance junk is BS, because they just told you back there, right, that genomic data is worth $1,000 to $5,000 of money, right? And I'm sure that estimate is probably even low, considering. I'm sure they could probably get even more from that. But let's go on.
We pay you for this data. In addition to the primary payments for uploading your health data, Jennyco's unique monetization model allows corporate users to request your permission for access to your data for additional compensation. Every time you agree, you receive more compensation. Jennyco exchange.
So they say that they can request it every time they need it, but who knows? Who knows? We don't really know if they decide to use it when they don't really have permission for it. But at least they're trying to be upfront and say, okay, if they need it again, they should request it, and you get paid more money.
Contributors own their health data and receive rewards for participating in studies and sharing their data and outcomes. Even physicians that contribute data will benefit financially. Companies gain access to valuable genomic, biomarker, and healthcare information with real insights. The result? Better informed R&D decisions and strategy directions, new product creation, and increased personalized product sales. The Jennyco exchange will be...
So they're kind of giving you the insight on what happens with this genomic information, that they create new products with this. Or are they going to be products that you see and you get advantage to? Maybe, maybe not, but there you go.
Governed by a DAO, or Decentralized Autonomous Organization. The Jennyco DAO will be used to manage assets, build protocols, vote on community matters, and create niche factions for interests like healthcare outcome data collection from a doctor's office via an NFT. Here's how it...
So they're creating a DAO, Decentralized Autonomous Organization, that conceivably should give you more power over where your data goes, and creates almost like a committee that says, okay, this is what we're going to do with our data, and you vote on it, sort of like your own little government of data, right?
But works. The Jennyco exchange will utilize the JCO token running on Constellation's feeless, fast, and infinitely scalable hypergraph network. The JCO token will be required by...
See, running on Constellation's network, the hypergraph, whatever.
All parties to transact within Jennyco exchange ecosystem. Tokenomics have been designed to ensure that as the user base and institutional demand for healthcare data and data mining grows within our ecosystem, individuals are increasingly incented to keep sharing their up-to-date healthcare data. Large companies will use the Jennyco exchange as it will provide a cost-effective way to obtain rich and continually updated health, product, and genetic data, along with potential token compensation. To capture information, Jennyco offers an AI-driven mobile app, at-home testing, surveys, and services that link directly to cryptocurrency, JCO, micropayments for the user. For any corporate partner, Jennyco offers a white-label, end-to-end healthcare testing solutions and data analysis suite, and a portal for data mining powered by AI machine learning algorithms. For individuals contributing their healthcare data, the JCO token is required to direct where they want their data to be mined. A user staking their JCO to a pool is exercising their choice to contribute their data under the conditions set out by that pool, and they are incentivized to do so by the JCO tokens offered as rewards for doing so. The JCO token can also be used to purchase additional knowledge and services in the Jennyco exchange ecosystem, including laboratory tests, genetically personalized diet plans, nutritional and skincare reports, cannabis synergies and recommendations, as prescribed pharmaceutical.
So I like here that they're willing to do like cannabis and like not have it be like personally I don't smoke anything, but I like that they're going to homeopathic types of healthcare, not just having it be pills. Like they're willing to consider diet and food, and they're willing to consider cannabis. They're just not trying to push pills to you. I really appreciate that.
Pharmaceuticals, telemed and dietitian consults, consumer product recommendations, and much more. The Jennyco Exchange token treasury, organization, fund tracking, and token economics will be managed by the DAO. The team behind Jennyco consists of acknowledged experts in the fields of human genetics, healthcare data, artificial intelligence, blockchain, crypto-distributed apps, and consumer healthcare. The JCO token will launch on Constellation's Lattice launchpad in Q2 of 2022. Keep an eye on the Jennyco socials for more information and launch updates.
Okay, pretty cool, right? So those are the main ones to focus on. I know we had a couple more over here that we didn't really get to, but that's okay. Let me come over here. Like maybe we'll have time for them. We got about 12 minutes left. Let me see if there are any questions out here. What's up, Ghetto Crypto? Thanks for stopping by, brother. I appreciate it. What's up, Nerd Marv Eat? Nerd Up Inc. Marv, what's up? You always come in here to my videos. Appreciate it very much, fam. So yeah, guys. If there's no questions, let me continue. What's up, Jay? Everything. Let me make sure I don't miss anybody. All right. Okay. So, I'll give you guys time for questions. The only other two we kind of missed here was Door, and Door is their traffic miner. They're doing a lot of things with traffic mining. So basically, they put this like miner above a door, okay, and they track how much foot traffic you're getting, and you can see it here: body or operated, people counting, hardware device. You could place in any doorway anywhere. It collects traffic foot data, and you earn crypto for the research. So basically, they're doing, I guess, research on who's going to what places. It's just more data that they can collect to do data analytics and also sell that data to the relevant parties, whoever's interested in it. So they're partnered with Door. They actually, I guess, they bought them out, and also they're using Helium with this too. So I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Helium, but I own a Helium miner. Helium's basically, they're using these RF miners. So by using RF technology, radio frequency, they actually like drastically reduce the amount of energy that's needed for them. They're basically creating their own network. Like right now, we know kind of Google is the linchpin to most internet service providers, but Helium and creating this network and using these RF miners, the RF miners now become the what is it called? Like the Wi-Fi signal. They now become a Wi-Fi signal for a certain area, and anybody who's close to that miner could use their network. So they're building out their own freaking internet service provider network, and Door is kind of using Helium along with their technology. So that's pretty cool. Now this guy here, seems like it just wants to be a DeFi exchange, and it's going to use the speed of their network in order to do it. They don't have a website that we can look at this moment in time, but this, they haven't even. Okay, yeah, they did raise the money for it, but they don't have a website we can look at. Maybe we can go to their Twitter and get a little bit more information on them. And then for the last couple minutes, I can gather questions. And if there's no questions, we'll just end a little early. Okay, so they want to use leverage in their DeFi exchange, and I guess they're built on Algorand, and Algorand's a very, very, very fast blockchain, smart contract blockchain. I love Algorand. They're one of the few blockchains that have this certain type of ISO standard that they have. The same type of ISO standard that Swift, the payment system that's used mostly around the world, uses. So Algorand's has this ISO standard. So does XRP. A couple other cryptos do too. But yeah. Okay, so they do have a website, which I like. This kind of snow thing. It's kind of cool. Okay. Fastest, cheapest, smoothest, most liquid. Okay. It's cool. All right, guys. Let me see if we got any questions. Okay. All right. So no questions. Seems like we'll end a little early today. So just remember, check me out here on Rockfin. I'm at Blackrue on Rockfin. Check me out here on YouTube. It's darkhorsewatcher.com. And yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. So sorry for the sound at the beginning of the production there. But the people who are watching on the recording, they'll just have to know that to speed up with that, and they will. Thank you guys so much for watching. And come over here and check out this live thing with Dag here. And y'all have a really good one. Peace.